Welcome back to Car Auto Tune-Up, the home for real car reviews, smart breakdowns, and all the horsepower talk you could ask for. Today, we've got our hands on something that's been making waves in the luxury off-road scene at the all-new 2026 Lexus GX 550. It's brawnier, smarter, and far more refined than any GX before it. So buckle up because this is going to be a deep dive into every corner of this next-gen SUV. Let's start right from the outside. If you've seen the older GX models, forget what you remember as the 2026 GX 550 has undergone a full transformation. It's more squared off and assertive than ever. From the front, Lexus has dropped the old curvy design language and replaced it with a bold, upright face. The new spindle grille still holds on to Lexus DNA, but now it's wider, chunkier, and much more truck-like. The headlight units are slimmer and more angular, incorporating triple-beam LED projectors with sequential turn signals that give the front a futuristic touch. The hood is more sculpted, with pronounced character lines and a higher belt line that gives the SUV an almost military presence, like it's armored, ready to hit any trail. From the side, the proportions have changed in all the right ways. The 2026 GX 550 rides on a new body-on-frame platform shared with the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, and you can really feel that off-road heritage in the stance. It sits tall and proud, with squared-off fenders that house wheels up to 22 inches, depending on the trim. The overhangs have been reduced for better approach and departure angles, which we'll talk about more when we get to performance. The side profile is clean, purposeful, and full of subtle detail. Check out the high shoulder line, the squared wheel arches, and the dark chrome trim outlining the windows on some variants. Lexus has clearly taken design cues from rugged icons like the Land Rover Defender and made them uniquely their own. As we swing around to the back, the GX 550 continues to look tough. The tailgate is now a conventional liftgate with available hands-free access, replacing the side-hinged door from previous generations, and thank goodness for that. The LED taillights stretch across the width of the rear in a solid light bar that screams modern Lexus, and the lower bumper has been raised for off-road clearance. There's no fake exhaust clutter here, just a clean, squared-off rear that emphasizes capability and style in equal measure. And yes, if you're wondering, the GX still has a full-size spare tire mounted underneath, not on the back, which keeps things tidy and practical. Now stepping inside, the changes are even more dramatic. The interior of the 2026 GX 550 is a complete reinvention. This isn't just a refresh, it's an entirely new luxury experience. The cabin has moved significantly upscale, with materials that include real wood, leather, and soft touch surfaces everywhere your hand lands. The dash is layered, elegant, and anchored by a massive 14-inch touchscreen running Lexus' latest infotainment software. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, has built-in navigation with off-road maps, and even supports an AI-powered voice assistant that responds to natural language commands. Directly in front of the driver is a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster that's customizable, crisp, and easy to read. Everything from tire pressure to pitch and roll angles can be monitored from this screen if you're going off the beaten path. There's also a head-up display on higher trims that projects key info right onto the windshield. The seats are a dream, heavily bolstered, ventilated and heated front and rear, with optional semi-aniline leather. You get standard 3-row seating, and Lexus has done a fantastic job balancing comfort and practicality. The second row can be configured as a bench or captain's chairs, and the third row now folds flat into the floor, something the old GX struggled with. In terms of tech, you get a full suite of Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane tracing assist, road sign recognition, and a new predictive driving assist system that learns your habits to make every trip smoother. There's also a surround view camera, off-road terrain monitoring, and optional night vision. Under the hood, let's move to performance, because that's where things get even more exciting. Under the hood, the GX 550 ditches the old-school V8 for a twin-turbocharged 3.4-liter V6 engine, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. This setup makes 349 horsepower and 479 pounds-feet of torque. That's more power and a lot more torque than the outgoing 4.6-liter V8. It's not just quicker, it's far more efficient too. The new GX can tow up to 8,000 pounds. And thanks to its adaptive variable suspension and full-time 4-wheel drive, It's built to handle everything from rock crawling to school runs. There's also an available electronic kinetic dynamic suspension system, or EKDSS, that can decouple the stabilizer bars for maximum wheel articulation. That means you get better traction when crawling over uneven terrain. Plus, with the new crawl control and multi-terrain select systems, the GX almost feels like it's driving itself when you're off-road, adjusting throttle, brakes, and torque delivery to match the surface you're on. Despite all of that rugged ability, on the road, the GX 550 feels smooth, composed, and solid. The cabin is whisper quiet, even at highway speeds, and the ride quality is easily one of the best in the luxury off-road SUV segment. Steering is light but direct, and the 10-speed transmission is quick to downshift when needed but fades into the background during normal cruising. When it comes to pricing, Lexus has aimed for a competitive sweet spot. The base premium trim starts around $64,000, while the luxury trim hits closer to $75,000. For the over-trail models, which are specifically geared toward off-roading with unique wheels, bumpers, and terrain-focused gear, you're looking at around $76,000. If you want the full treatment Overtrail Plus with all the off-road upgrades, high-end materials, and tech, expect it to climb into the $80,000 range. It's not cheap, but considering the build quality, technology, and capability you're getting, it's honestly well positioned. Fuel economy has improved thanks to the turbocharged V6 and lighter structure, with estimates in the ballpark of 17 mpg city and 21 mpg highway, a decent for-a-body on-frame SUV with genuine off-road chops. So where does the 2026 Lexus GX 550 land in the sea of SUVs? It's a rare combination of old-school toughness and modern luxury. Lexus has taken the DNA of the GX, say its bulletproof reliability, off-road prowess, and functional design, and fused it with the tech, comfort, and refinement today's buyers expect. It doesn't try to be a crossover. It doesn't apologize for being a real SUV. And that honesty in design, paired with its newfound performance and polish, makes it one of the most compelling three-row luxury SUVs on the market right now. Whether you're heading into the mountains or just want to roll in comfort around town with the family, the GX 550 proves that utility and elegance don't have to be mutually exclusive. Lexus has brought the GX into the modern era without sacrificing the essence that made it a cult favorite. Alright, that's it for today's deep dive on the 2026 Lexus GX 550. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more reviews just like this, and ring the bell so you never miss a fresh upload. Got questions about the GX 550? Drop them in the comments, say we respond to as many as we can. Thanks for watching Car Auto Tune-Up, where torque meets tech, and every car gets its time to shine. See you in the next one.